Rosalind of a better leer than you.
Come, woo me, for now I am in a holiday humor, and like enough to consent. What would you say to me now, and I your very, very Rosalind?
Well, I would begin with kissing.
Oh. Nay, you'd better speak first, and then when grovel for lack of matter, you might take occasion to kiss.
What? How's the kiss be denied?
Then she puts it in treaty, and there begins new matter. Am I not your Rosalind?
It gives me some joy to say that you are, for I would be speaking of her.
Then in her person I'll say, I will not have you.
Well, then in mine own person, I die.
No, fate died by attorney. The poor world is almost 6,000 years old, and in all this time there's not one man died for a love cause. Men have died from time to time, and worms have eaten them, but not for love.
I would not have my right Rosalind of this mind, for I confess her frown might kill me.
By this hand it will not kill a fly. But come, now I shall be your Rosalind in a more coming-on disposition. Ask me what you will, and I will grant it.
Well, then love me, Rosalind.
Yes, Fridays and Saturdays and all.
And wilt thou have me?
I, and 20 such.
What sayest thou?
Are you not good?
I hope so.
Why then can one desire too much of a good thing? Come, sister, you shall be the priest and marry us. Give me your hand, Orlando.
Yeah, come, marry us.
I cannot say the words.
You must begin. Will you, Orlando?
Come now, stand forth. Will you, Orlando, take this Rosalind to be your lawful wedded wife?
I will.
And will you not when take this?
Now, as soon as she can marry us.
Then you must say, I take thee, Rosalind,
To be
for wife.
I take thee, Rosalind, for wife.
As a girl goes before the priest, and certainly her thoughts run before her actions.
So do all thoughts. They're winged.
Now, tell me, how long would you have her once you have possessed her?
Forever and a day.
Say a day without the ever. No, Orlando, men are April when they woo, December when they wed. Maids are maids when they are in May, and the sky changes when they are wives. I will be more jealous of thee than a Barbary cock pigeon over his hen, more clamorous than a parrot against rain, more newfangled than an ape, more giddy in my desires than a monkey. And I will weep for nothing like Diana in the fountain. I will do that when you are disposed to be married, and I will laugh like a hyena when thou art inclined to sleep.
Well, will my right Rosalind do so?
By my life, she will do as I do.
Oh, but she's wise.
Or else you cannot have the wit to do this, the wise of the waywater.
A man with a wife, with such a wit, he might say, wit, whither wilt?
Ah, you might want to keep that check for it till you've met your wife's wits going to your neighbor's bed.
Oh, and what wit could wit have to excuse that?
Why, to say that she went to seek you there. You must never take her without her answer.
For these 2 hours, Rosalind, I must leave thee.
Alas, dear love, I cannot lack thee 2 hours.
I must attend the Duke at dinner. By 2 o'clock I'll be with thee again.
Aye, go your ways, go your ways. I know you would prove. My friends told me as much. Tis just one cast away, and so come death. 2 o'clock is your hour?
Aye, sweet Rosalind.
By my troth, and in good earnest, and so God mend me, and by all pretty oaths that are dangerous, if you break but one jot of your promise, and come 1 minute behind your hour, I will think you the most pathetical break promise, and the most hollow lover, and the most unworthy of her that you call Rosalind. Therefore, beware my censure, and keep your promise.
With no less religion than if you were my true Rosalind. So adieu.
Well, time is of the old justice that examines such offenders, and let time try. Adieu.
You have simply misused our sex in your love craft, cuz.
Oh, cuz, my pretty little cuz. Do you not know how deep in love I am? My affections have an unknown bottom.
Or rather, they are bottomless, that as soon as you pour your affections out, they spill out everywhere.
Oh, my dearest Helena, to Orlando. I shall go find a shadow inside till he comes.
And I'll go sleep.
Which is he that killed the deer? Which is he that killed the deer?
Sir, he was I.
Have you no song, Forester, for this purpose?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, then sing it. 'Tis no matter that it be in tune, just so that it's loud enough.
I pray because with his heart full of love and his true intentions, he'd taken his bows and arrows and gone out hunting. Oh, look who comes here.
My errand is to you, fair youth. My gentle Phoebe did bid me give you this. I know not its contents, but the stern brow and waspish action, which he did make as she was writing it bears an angry tenor. Pardon me, I'm but a guiltless messenger.
Patience herself would start out this letter and play the swabber. Bear this, bear all. She says I am proud and that I lack manners, and that she could not love me if man were rare as Phoenix. Why writes she so to me? Oh, it's my will. Her love is not the hair that I do hunt. Well, shepherd, well. This is a letter of your own device.
No, I protest. Phoebe did write it.
Oh, come, you are a fool. I saw her hand. She had a leathern hand, a freestone-colored hand. I once did think that her old gloves were on, but 'twas her hand. This is a man's invention, and a man's hand.
Sure, it is hers.
Right, 'tis a boisterous and cruel style, a style for challengers. Will you hear the letter?
I will, for I have not heard it yet, but heard too much of Phoebe's cruelty.
Art thou God's shepherd turned, that a maiden's heart hath burned? Can a woman rail thus?
Call you this railing?
Why, thy God had laid apart, wert thou with a woman's heart. It's crazy. Whilst the eye of man did woo me, that could do no vengeance to me, meaning me a beast. If the scorn of your bright eye have power to raise such love in mine, alack in me, what strange effect would they work in mild aspect? Whilst you chide me, I did love. How then might your prayers move?
Call you this chiding?
Alas, poor shepherd. Oh, do you pity him? No, he deserves no pity. Wilt thou love such a woman? Want to make thee an instrument and play false strings upon thee? I go your ways to her, for I see love has made thee a tame snake. But say this to her, that if she love me, I charge her to love thee.
Good morrow, fair ones. Pray you, if you know, whereabout in the purlieus of this forest stand the sheepcote fenced about with olive trees?
Why, west of here in the neighbor bottoms.
But that then I may profit by tongue, then should I know you by description. Are not you the owner of the house I did inquire for?
'Tis no boast to say that we are, upon being asked.
Orlando doth command him to you both. And to that youth he calls his Rosalind, He sends this bloody napkin. Are you he?
I am. What are we to understand by this?
Some of my shame. You'll know of me, what man I am, and how and why and where that handkerchief was stayed.
We pray you tell it.
When last the young Orlando parted from you, he left a promise to return again within an hour. And chewing and pacing through the forest, chewing the food of sweet and bitter fancy. Lo, what befell? A wretched, ragged man overgrown with hair. Lay sleeping on his back. And all of a sudden, a lioness, with udders all drawn dryly couching, head on ground, with cat-like watch, when that the sleeping man should stir. For 'tis the rolling disposition of that beast who pray out nothing, that Dulcima said. This scene, Orlando approached the man and found it was his brother, his elder brother.
I've heard him speak of the same brother, and rendered him the most cruel and unnatural that liveth amongst men.
And well he might do so, for well I know he was a natural.
But to Orlando, did he leave him there with the hungry and sick lioness?
Twice did he turn his back and purpose so. But kindness, nobler ever than revenge, and nature, stronger than his just occasion, made him give battle to the lioness, which quickly fell before him, and which hurtling from miserable slumber I awaked.
Are you his brother?
Was it you he rescued?
Was it you who so often contrived to kill him?
'Twas I, but 'tis not I. I do not shame to tell you what I was. It's my conversion so sweetly tastes, being the thing I am. But for that napkin, after he led me instantly into his cave, there he stripped himself, and here on his arm, the lioness had torn some flesh away, which all the while had bled. In brief, he fainted and cried in fainting upon Rosalind. I recovered him, I bound up his wound, and after some small space, he sent me hither to tell this story and to excuse his broken promise and to give that napkin which he to that shepherd youth, which he in sport doth call his Rosalind.
Oh, cousin!
Then he was
Get me!
swoon with lady look on blood.
Oh, there's more in it than that! Cousin, get me!
Look, he recovers.
Oh, I would I were at home.
Oh, we will get together. Will you grab him by the arm?
Then he will swoon when they do look on blood. You're a man, you like a man's heart.
Oh, I do so, I confess it. Oh, the body would think this was well counterfeited. Tell your brother how well I counterfeited.
But this isn't counterfeit. There's too great testimony of your complexion that it's a passion of earnest.
Counterfeit, I assure you.
Oh, well. Well, then take it a good heart and counterfeit to be a man.
Oh, I do so. I faith, I would I were a woman by right.
We shall find the time, Audrey. Patience. Audrey.
Faith, the priest was good enough for all the old gentleman's sayings.
A most wicked Sir Oliver. A most vile Martext. But Audrey, there is one in this forest that lays claim to you.
Aye, I know who 'tis. He hath no interest in me in the world. Here comes the man in me.
Oh, it is meat and drink to me to see a clown. We that have good wits have much to answer for. We must be flaunting, we cannot hold.
Good evening to you, Audrey.
Glad to get even, William.
Good evening to you, sir.
Good evening, good evening. Prithee be covered. How old are you?
5 and 20, sir.
Ah, ripe age. Is your name William?
William, sir.
Wast thou born in the forest here?
Aye, sir. I thank God.
Ah, thank God, a good answer. Art thou rich?
Faith, sir. So.
Ah, good answer, very good. Very excellent, good. And yet, 'tis not, 'tis but so. Art thou wise?
Aye, sir. I have a pretty wit.
A pretty wit, very good. And yet I remember a saying, the fool doth think that he is wise, but the wise man knows that he is